Okay, beautiful. Let's see if I am in um, big view here. Welcome to tonight. Um, I hope that you have looked at day one, whenever you look at this, if it's replay or not, but that you have had a look at day one because this is kind of building on day one. And yeah, today we really gonna go deeper into what we talked about yesterday, which is really go into um, the deeper dreams of creating a freedom life that is all possible. It just takes the commitment that we talked about yesterday. It takes patience. It takes also the right path and support for doing that. So, yes, I hope that yesterday gave you more clarity about that, and that today we can dive into a beautiful solution that actually gives the opportunity to give us so much in life. And I'm gonna try to make a clear picture of this tonight. And I'm gonna use my slides. And if you forgot my name is Patricia. And I'm gonna share my screen with you now. So let's see. Let's do that. Share the screen. Okay, here we go. Beautiful. So it's all about the soul aligned life still. That's the whole journey. And we're gonna look at a sustainable holistic model, like not a quick fix, not a, like a yeah, a lottery ticket or something like that. We're gonna look at something that actually can build and last for the rest of your life if you wish to, that actually can give you um, the higher numbers in so many of the areas that we spoke about yesterday. So if you saw that, wow, I really feel that I'm not so satisfied with my financial situation or the free time or, you know, the holistic health, or yeah, there's a lot of things there. You are in the right place. And if you are committed to change that. So before we start, a little bit disclaimer, uh, income and earning disclaimer here. And it's all about that there's no promises here at all, as it is in life. I can't promise any earning or health claims or anything. So I'll make that very clear. I'm gonna take examples, but it's all up to us. It's all up to ourselves. We have to do the outer and inner work in our life. So with that said, what you will learn in this masterclass is how to step off the old paradigm hustle work model and into a leverage work model and what that means. What is that? I didn't know what that meant a couple of years ago. And it's really about because we are so conditioned to have learned how to do our life, how to work, what is the right thing to do. And yeah, but there's so many different ways we can live our life and how we can earn an income and create a more freedom-based life. So we're gonna explore tonight an online path that can take you to a fully sovereign, free life and also learn how you can make a healthier and bigger impact for yourself, but not only for yourself, but also for your family and also for the world, which That's really something I feel passionate about. Mm. Okay, so just start a little bit to look at what is if we go a little bit back to yesterday's day one and challenges that we have. So I'm gonna recap a little bit things that you might have noticed and that you notice, and also that is general that people struggle with. So, what are the problems we are facing now in the world, in our lives, and that people are facing, generally speaking, financially, mentally, physically, and spiritually? So, if we start with financial health challenges, because I really want to call it health, financial health, we can play with that idea because it's something to have a good financial health and then one to have a not a good financial health. And of course, money isn't everything, but as you maybe saw yesterday, you can see that it touches a lot of areas in our lives and it really impacts our sense of freedom. And yeah, I think we all are aware that we are in some kind of global crisis when it comes to this. And yeah, especially people that struggle, they right now is probably struggle even more because of this. We just saw what happened during, the whole pandemic. A lot of businesses was falling apart and so on. And it's very concerning. And of course, this touches us on a global level, but also in our, relationships. So financial stress is one of the biggest reasons relationship and families fall apart. And yeah, when we have that pressure on ourselves and also the lack of money, it really affects our mental and physical health as well because we have less choices of, maybe getting the health yeah products that we want or the yeah how can I say the mental it affects us in so many ways. I'm gonna go more into it soon. Anyhow, so on a mental health challenges that we see and that you probably have seen in your own life is that we can so feel stressed when we feel that we don't have the time flexibility. That really affects our mental health. When we don't have time for what we love or the ones we love, and it's like, we're going from the work, we have to get up at a certain time and we work long days. And yeah, it could be a little bit, radical to say it's a bit of a slavery sometimes. It can actually feel that we're working our whole lives and then still we struggle with money. It's like, isn't that crazy when we think about it? Is that how it should be? Um, and many also feel stuck in job and places that doesn't allow them to grow. Like most people, they have done studies and most people don't like their work. So, to spend so much time in places where we feel, I don't want to be here, and that really affects our mental health. And many work also where we feel overwhelmed, unsupported. I mean, the workload just have increased during the years. And also the the mental health, also all the limited beliefs we have about money. Oftentimes, before I actually started to do my inner work, my mindset work about money and my money mindset, I didn't realize I had a money mindset issue. But then I started to realize, like, wow, all the worries, all the, I would say everyone that struggle with money have a money mindset that needs to be worked on. And then also physical health challenges. That's also just increasing so much in the world. So we are bombarded with toxins in so many ways, and the chronic stress levels just increasing. It's crazy what's happening. It doesn't get better in the world. And yeah, it puts so much strain on our body. And it doesn't matter if we feel it right now, we maybe feel healthy, but a lot of things can go on in our body without we noticing it. That, for example, cancer is developing over time. So often when we get to know that we have cancer, it have going on for often a couple of years. So just that yeah, we can actually prevent so much of these um, illnesses if we just know what we should do about it. And we don't realize often how much better we could feel if we actually uplevel our physical health. We get like kind of a little bit comfortable in the uncomfortable, in that sense that we think that, okay, this is just how life is, or this is me, this is my body, how it works. But then to actually see that there's so many, I see this all the time and I hear stories all the time from people that have had issues nearly the whole lives, and then it's it disappears. And yeah, we're gonna talk about that a little bit later on. And yeah, we often don't understand how valuable our health is before we lose it. And you maybe have got a glimpse of that when you have been, really sick for some reason, and you're like, oh, and then you come back to life and you're like, wow, that was hard. But then we forget about it. But we can actually lose our health and then it doesn't really come back. And we need to prevent that. And it can many times come back in a good way as well, even if we don't believe it. Then let's look at the spiritual health challenges that we meet today, because yes, we are not here just to work and pay bills. I truly believe that we are here to experience inner and outer freedom and peace. And true fulfillment also comes when we align with something bigger than ourselves. Yesterday, I talked about this, that the hardest place to be is when we live in survival mode and we just have to survive, and it's all about us, or, whew, maybe our family, and, I don't know, put food on the table or the practical basic stuff. But when we actually have the space and resources, time, energy, money to actually be so much more open up for us. And yeah, studies have shown how this actually um, it really impacts our lifespan. So um, the more we feel that we are here and we actually living our purpose, we can do it, then we actually live longer. That's amazing how these studies show that very clear. And many of us feel that we are not doing what we truly are here to do, because we don't reach our full capacity, because we lack enough resources in form of money, the mindset, health, and that disconnect, when we don't really have that fully, it keeps us this feeling of stuckness. So that's the, spiritual health challenges that many of us, or I would say more or less all of us, have today. But we can up level. So the key to freedom, woohoo, the magic pill. No, of course not. It's it's like there's different way of getting more freedom in our life. And yeah, let's talk about another way of working that can actually shift so many areas in our lives. So I want to take a little quote from an amazing book called The 4 Hour Work Week from Tim Ferriss. And he says, most people find an income stream and then find a way to enjoy their life in the small pockets of the time they have left. The key to a successful life is to get clear on your dream life first and then find an income stream that support that dream life. So that's, what we talked about yesterday, to be super clear, okay, what kind of life do you want to live? Where is your ambitions? What do you desire? And what is the path? What is the vehicle for that? And how can you get that work for you? So, the 4 pillars of a freedom life, that is how I see it, and so many other people's, successful people have this. They have some sort of leverage income, and I'm going to explain more what that's about. They have health foundations. They have the time flexibility, so they can really choose, they can own their own schedule. When they work, when they can take a time off, and so on. And they have location independence. Even if they maybe, want to need to go to an office, but they don't, they can choose when they go there, and maybe they can do a lot of work from other places in the world. That's actually what's location freedom, independence is all about. Okay, so just feel into that. How would that be to have that? So I'm gonna explain now what a leverage income is versus a linear income, because linear income is what we have been taught in of society, that is kind of nearly the only way. And then we have heard maybe about that leverage income, maybe not that exact word, but we have heard about it, but we think it's just for certain kind of people. Linear income is when you're trading your hours for money. So you work, you get that amount of money. So yeah, I mean, it may keep the bills paid, which is good, but it's going to be hard to build a future you desire in if this is the only source of income, and if you really want to live a life of freedom that I just explained. So in other words, when you stop work, even if you got sick or you get retired or whatever, your income is like going down full on. It's kind of stopped more or less. And that's why a lot of people struggle, because they get sick and wow, what's happened then? Uh, then we have leverage income. And that means um, the time and effort that you put in now can give you exponential result in terms of earnings in the years to come. So this is a great possibility when you go into a leverage income. In other words, with a leverage income, the work you put in once can actually generate recurring profits. So you can get paid for something you did 5 years ago, for example. That's pretty amazing. Yeah. So, yeah. So to sum it up, like with linear, when you stop working, the money stop. With leverage, when you stop, the money doesn't stop coming in. And that gives us so much flexibility and freedom. So just look at different models. We all know really what the employee working model is about, but maybe we haven't reflected about it so much. But basically, it's about that we don't have much time and location flexibility. Maybe we can work from home, but we're still tied to certain rules. We have the linear income there, trading hours for money, and it's not a real sustainability. I mean, of course, we can save up money, great, but it's not that exponential growth and long-term income. Um, Then we have entrepreneurship, that I felt like, wow, I want to step into that because I really want to have more freedom in my life and also do more what feels that I'm passionate about. So I did that. And yes, it gave me more flexibility, but it gave me more location flexibility. Sometimes it doesn't. You know, if you have a shop or something, you have to be at a certain place. And also, uh, still, it's a limited time flexibility because you still might to trade a lot of hours for money, money for hours, like, and yeah. So that's it's you don't have really the automation as what is possible. You still can build up a lot, but it takes a lot, a lot, a lot. And I don't say as an entrepreneur, you could, you know, we have a lot of examples of entrepreneurs in the world that do amazing and they have a lot of freedom, but it takes a lot. It takes a lot. It's very difficult to build this exponential, lifelong, sustainable income. Then we have the freedompreneurs that I would call it. And here we have this complete time and location flexibility. We have the leverage income that I've just talked about, and that's also thanks to automation and duplication. Yeah, and it's a lot to say about that, but there's more I'm gonna share about that, and there's more resources about that if you feel that's like gibberish for you right now. Then it's also potential for that exponential um, lifelong income for not only you, but also, you know, your loved ones. It has something called the model I was going to talk about has something called legacy income or generational income. What I want to say is, again, you know, there's of course no promises here. Uh, Freedompreneur is an entrepreneurship. So it's again based on these hidden success pillars that, you know, I talk about is a little bit hidden. It's not secret or something, but this is what people that are successful, they really, really have those pillars in place and they keep coming back to it, keep coming back to their commitment, their why, having the vehicle there. They know that, okay, if I follow this path, this vehicle, it's like it's proven to succeed, for me to succeed, or for others, I can see that. And then they have the right support. If they don't have it, they get it. That support that particular path. And then they are coachable. They implement, they are meeting their fears because, you know, we all have fears in lives. And when we meet them, we grow and then we can go to next level. So, yes, let's talk about more about this sustainable holistic life formula and how that is a way to become a freedompreneur and build a life on your terms. So, what is this about? We use a vehicle that supports a holistic, sustainable life, and this is not just a job or another business idea. This is really a whole system that gives you the possibility to create more time, again, build this leverage, impact-driven income, and grow as a person with the support and also something that aligns with your values. If you feel this aligns you with your values, while caring for your own and others' health, which is beautiful. So, people all over the world use this sustainable holistic formula, and yeah, it's just expanding, and it's amazing to see how people's lives change in so many different ways, both health-wise, but also financially, and like when it comes to really living the life on our own terms, going for our dreams. So here is just some few snippets of people, ordinary people who became freedompreneurs. So we have Jessica. She was a successful yoga teacher, but she was actually burned out. She didn't have the location freedom she wanted. She wanted to live in a warm country. And she also felt, she had to work really hard certain season during the years. It was just too much. And now today she had this leverage income and she lived a completely different life, live in a warm country and yeah, living her best life. Then we have Brooke W. March, and she was like, she was in debt and she was, yeah, in 56,000 US dollar in debt. And that is just crazy. But she was like so solution focused. She felt she had to be a better role model for her children. She stepped up and found a solution and she just went for it. And it had been such a beautiful, yeah, yeah, to see her journey. It's amazing. Then we have Monica. She's a friend of mine that was a stressed out teacher, working 9 to 5. On the outside, it looked like they had the good life, the villa and the Volvo and the dog and everything. But yeah, she was nearly burned out and she felt like, why? And her husband as well. And they were like, why are we doing this? So they dived into this uh, holistic life formula and this vehicle. And now they live in the countryside, building a farm, really building their life on their terms and have building a eco village. And yeah, it's amazing to see, to follow her. And then we have Saver. She was this artist, the poor artist that have location freedom, can travel around, but not really the money at all. Now she's living this beautiful, luxurious life in Paris, and she's like doing these amazing retreats for women and, really helping other women to rise, which is beautiful. And she just also just committed to this vehicle that I'm gonna share about and transformed her life. So, yeah, what is the freedom income model that we use? It's all about to partner with an established company. So we partner with a company that already exists, and we're choosing high ticket instead of low tickets. And I'm gonna explain a little bit more what that is about. But that's actually make a big, big difference. We share the products on their behalf, and products that really people need and love. And then we use automate systems, so we don't have to do everything ourselves. And that allows us also to give us more time for what we love and for our business. And then we receive our share when we make, a sale. So we get this commission when a sale is made. Okay. So I'm just going to explain a little bit what's the difference is with partner or affiliate with one company, as this is, compared to creating your own offer, because I have created my own offer many times over and over again as an entrepreneur, and you can still do that. But this is the reason that this is a good idea to also have or just to commit fully to this, no matter what you choose. Because now when you create your own offer, it takes a lot of time to build something. And then even if it's a service or product, you don't know if it's going to convert. You don't know if someone's going to buy it. when you partner with an established company, a product that people already want and need, then you know, okay, this is actually going to work. So that's a big difference only there. Um, then, when you have your own offer, in many other online businesses, you likely have to do everything yourself. I can just talk from my own experience here. Oh my God, it's like you have to be everything, and it's a lot to do. It's pretty overwhelming. Of course, then you can pay someone to do stuff, but you also need that money. So, yeah. Here, when you affiliate and partner with the one we use, you have access to available tools and resources so you can focus on building your business instead. When you create your own offer, most businesses they wait 3 to 5 years before they even make a profit. And I don't know if you have heard, but a lot of, I think it's 90% of businesses, startup that starts, actually fail and they never managed. Here, you actually can get a profit after 3 to 5 sales with also this potential to generate leverage income. When you create your own offer, you often work alone. Um, if you don't have high mentorship, like high cost mentorship or so on, here you have the ability very easily to collaborate with other like-minded individuals and automatically have access to mentors. So that's beautiful. Like Monica that I mentioned here, we have collaborate a lot and I do it with others as well. And it's just so beautiful how we support each other. Okay, so let's break down what this offer is. What is this vehicle? What is this company that we partner with? The company is called Enagic, and it's an amazing company. It's really a sustainable vehicle uh, because it's a world-leading company that ticks all the boxes for building a long-term sustainable life. And to get these pillars of freedom that I talked about, it's all possible. And when we partner with a company, we really want to know that it's a good company, with high ethics and that it's stable. And this company have been around for over 50 years now and expanding all the time, all over the world. So it's also have award-winning global respected health technologies backed by thousands of scientific studies, which I feel is so important that we really have something that have this solid, um, yeah, proven health benefits that we want, that we can fall back onto. And it really operates with the highest ethical business and consumer certification. So it really protects the ones that buy our products, but also work, we as working with the products, so that it's like very clean and pure intentions and standards and so on. And it has something called that we call income legacy, because when we partner with this company, it allows you to will your income to your children. If you don't have children, I don't have children, but I can after, I die, or I can give this my not I'm not talking about, the money I earn here. I can will that as well, of course, but how far I have come, partner with this company, what kind of the position I have. We also talk about rank. So I can just like get someone I love into the same position, which is beautiful because that means that they don't have to start from scratch, which is an amazing opportunity for example, like when people have children, they're like, oh my God, if I work this up, my children never have to struggle with money, which is yeah, it's like, I don't have children, but I'm like, what a gift, I want to give that to others so they can give that. And yeah, when we partner with this company, the platform that we use give you the ability to create a life on your terms with so much support for the rest of your life. And I will explain a little bit more what that is about. Okay, why are we partnered with this company? I will just explain it, but shortly, they have the true impact products. I could talk for hours and hours about this product. I will not do that here. There's more resources, but it's like they really thinking holistically here. So they have this entire health system with 4 key products that enhance health, unlock wealth, and protect the environment, which is like so in alignment with my values. And then they also have this generational wealth, which is so beautiful. And yeah, it's a product involved. So this is like a legit, you get this when you start this, when you buy a product, you get an ID, and that means that you now have the possibility to do a business just by getting one product, which is so beautiful. It's very easy in that sense. Okay, so how does this solution contribute to our physical health? I was talking in the beginning about like, our physical health is a struggle for so many people. So let's look a little bit at the products that they have that I could talk about for hours, but I'm gonna try to keep it short. So your health is true wealth, is the true wealth. So, okay, our body contains of approximately like 70% of water. Um, and nearly every single cell in our body, 99.9, is containing water, more or less. So we are actually what we drink, not, okay, we are what we eat. We have heard that, and we are, but we are actually what we drink. And most people are dehydrated without even knowing it. And they don't know about it, and they don't know what the consequences is uh, from that either. So dehydration is a main contributor to so many chronic and temporary health issues. So when the body is dehydrated, when the cells can't get, they don't have enough water as they need, the cells can't really do the optimal work they need to do. So the body struggles, for example, to eliminate toxic, and this creates an acidic environment that promotes inflammation. And if you don't know it, but inflammation is the root cause to so many illnesses in our body. For example, I take the example cancer again, like that's actually is some kind of the body can't really cope. We get cancer every day actually, but our immune system is working and eliminate the problem with that. But if our body can't really do its proper work, then the cancer takes over. And cancer is a form of inflammation in the body. So, yes, what's in your drinking water? Because that's what we, yeah, we drink water, and we really have to think about what water we drink. I'm talking so fast, I get all uh, dry mouth. But so there's so much in our drinking water here that shouldn't be in our water, and we can't see it. That's the problem as well. It looks clean, it looks clear, And we are like, yeah, this is, we should drink this water. It's all fine. It's treated and so on. But the system that we have the water that comes from our tap water, the system can't filter out all the things like that. It's nearly impossible. It would cost so much. Just look at the picture here about this is like a pipe, a water pipe. And this is not an unusual pipe. This is how our pipes looks like. So, yeah, imagine that you drink this water that goes through those pipes. It's full of heavy metals. And then they try to flush out and kill bacteria there, which, that's good with chlorine. But the chlorine is not good for our body. It's actually really, um, yeah, it's not good for our gut health because it also kills the good bacteria in our body. And then sometimes the water they put fluoride in it. They put like they can't filter out the pharmaceuticals. So we actually are taking a lot of drugs without knowing it, like antibiotics, hormones, painkillers, all these things. All these crazy many things people take. It comes in our drinking water, and it's not getting less, so to say. Then we have microplastic. We have so much. This is just a short list here. And these, yeah, everything of this is linked to a lot of things. I have a very short list here. So it's just an example, but allergies, hormonal disturbances, weaken immune system, increase cancer risk, and yeah, so many other long-term health concerns comes because we are drinking a certain kind of water. So knowing what's in your water helps you make more empowered decision to protect your health and your family's well-being as well. And maybe you are one of these people that like, but I have really invested in a good filter system. And I'm like, yes, good, good, that's good. But even your filter water isn't optimal for your health. It's just the first step. So even if you have the best filtration system, you're still not drinking the optimal water for your body. You are most probably dehydrated anyhow, because the water you drink is no longer alive. It's dead water. And I'm gonna explain more about what that's about. So, and that is that water have traveled through these long pipes and sat in containers, and then it loses its charge because we are actually meant to drink water, directly from the nature, and it have just gone through this amazing, stones and rocks, and it actually builds up these negative ions that is so good for us, and it's charged. But we are not drinking that water today. If we are not just, there at the spring and drinking it. I know a lot of people that take bottles from a spring, but the time they come home and drink that water, it have like lost its charge. So then here in Australia, a lot of people drink rainwater, which a lot of people's like, that's the best water. In the Nordics, we don't really think so. Rainwater is very, I mean, it's good if you first of all you need to filter it because there's a lot in the clouds in the airs that it's the air goes through the whole world more or less, and it's like yeah, it's a lot of toxic in our air today, just let's say that. Anyhow, even if you have a great filter, it's still rainwater is acidic, so it's not good for our body to drink in just in that sense. And it's also stripped out of minerals. It doesn't have that our body really needs. The same can goes for well water. We are really proud of our well water in the Nordics, and it oftentimes are very acidic as well and can contain a lot of different things that we don't expect, from farms and a lot of things. Yeah, so I could talk a lot about different waters. Also, if you have a like this amazing filter system like reverse osmosis or still your water, you boil the water. I know a lot of people do that, but that also makes the water stripped out of the minerals and acidic and so on. So, what should we do? I mean, it sounds like doom and gloom, it's like, okay, this is the thing that there is a lot of scientific um, studies on the optimal water. And there's certain springs in the world that people have go through for thousand and thousand of years. They have they went there, and when they drink this water, a lot of things change in their body. So different kind of health issues they had start to fade away. And this is something that really had made um, the scientific um, researchers very interested. Is like what's in this water? So they have studied this, let's call it healing springs for many decades, and they have seen that this water contains certain things that, our water we drink today doesn't contain. And what they have done is they have created this technology that actually then imitates these healing springs in the world that you can have in your kitchen. And this is what this company, Enagic, actually have. So they have, whoops, let's see, they have this ionizer, what is called, that creating the most optimal water you could have in your home. And to be very to talk in medical terms, it's water that's called electrolyzed reduced water, which means it's full of these negative ions that is so good for us that when we go out in nature, we just soak up this ion and it does so good for us. Like, why are we feeling so good in nature? There's many reasons, but this is one of the biggest reasons. And then the water is structured in a way so it penetrates our cells, so our cells in a body can hydrate on a completely different levels. It can go into the cells, and the cells actually can come alive more and do what it's here to do so much better. So it's rich in molecule hydrogen. It's pure and clean, and it's also a natural, strong antioxidant, which sounds weird, but this is what's happened in these healing springs. But in this technology, they really have enhanced this, and you can't get too much antioxidants in your body. It's just amazing what it can do to your body, actually. And it's also the optimal pH balance for the body. Okay, so it's pretty amazing. I mean, I didn't understand this from the beginning, but I have been drinking this water now for maybe 3 years, and it's amazing to see what's happening in my health over time, what's happening in people's health. And yeah, it's amazing we can have this water in our own home. And it's easy. You just have it, for example, on your kitchen bench. It's not that you need a plumber to come and install and so on. So this is a medical grade water ionizer technique that is certified in Japan, which is like Yeah, Japan has a really high standard. Yeah, and this water restores the body to its optimal state. And the drinking water you use have the pH 8.5 to 9.5. So you can choose what you drink, but the higher pH, the more antioxidants. And it's a really sustainable product as well. Like this is something you purchase once and you have for the rest of your life if you take care of it properly, which is amazing. So, how many things today can you buy that actually will have that lifespan? And if something would break, you can send it in and they would fix it, which is amazing. I mean, that's that's very unusual today as well. Um, and a lot of people in the world, they don't have, drinking water so they can drink from the tap. So they buy these big water um, plastic bottles. I have lived in places when we had to do that. And imagine these countries or these places where everyone do that. What plastic pandemic it contribute to. So if everyone has this machine, wow, guess what happens, you know? And not only does this machine do drinking water, it does so much more. You can use it for different things. I will share about that soon. And it also have multiple industry awards and certifications, which is important, and the scientific studies, as I mentioned before. So what's happening in the body when you drink this? It happens a lot. To make it short, increased hydration, the antioxidant properties, and your cells function better, and detoxing your body as well, and take off that acidity in the body. It really promotes your body to be more alkaline. So one glass of Kangen water is dehydrate no, not dehydrate. It hydrates your body as much as 7 glass of normal tap water, which is pretty special when you think about that. And also a little bit short about the antioxidant here. So when we age, it's because, I mean, we all will age, but this unnecessary aging that happens in our body breaks down faster than it should. It's because we get all this oxidative stress in our body, from how we live, the toxin, like what we eat, what we drink. When we drink a lot of and eat a lot of acidic food and drinks. Like just coffee is acidic. A lot of food is acidic. So you have maybe heard that, wow, yeah, drink green tea because it's so full of antioxidants. Guess what? As you can see here, since Kangen water, this water is called Kangen water, contains so much antioxidant, it's kind of the same. 1 glass of this water, Kangen water, is the same as 20 glasses of green tea, um, and or antioxidants as much as 1.5 liter of blueberries. So just guess what this doing for our bodies. If you don't know what antioxidants do for our body, just go and look at that, because wow, it's really changed the game for our body to function and repair, and our immune system. As I said, this machine, I call it the holistic health wizard, because you can use it for so much. I learn all the time and I try new things. It's like over 60 plus different uses in this device. So you can create a eco-friendly, toxic-free home because of this. So I wash my clothes with it. Um, if I buy something that is not organic, vegetables, which seldom happen nowadays, but yeah, that doesn't help if you just use normal water and wash it off because you need something that is anti-grease to take off that, you know how like apples and things, it feels like a little bit greasy. And with this pH 11 that you can have from this machine, that actually eliminates that layer and the toxic. I wash my car with it. I don't need anything else. I wash my floor with it. I do foot bath because pH 11 drags out a lot of toxic from our body through our feet, which is amazing. I use it as makeup remover. And yeah, the pH 6 that you can have, it's like you can clean mirrors and it's so good for the skin. Wash my face in it all the time. It's like a tonic for the skin, and plants love it. And pH 2.5, it's amazing because it's so many yeah, studies. They use it in hospital in Japan and in dentists to disinfect. And it's so amazing what it does. So instead of using, alcohol gel or something else, when you need to disinfect something, either it's in something in your kitchen or here we have a lot of mold or whatever, you use this, which is toxic free, which is amazing. So I just get amazed more and more, like when I use this. Anyhow, this company Enagic have this really overview of our holistic health. So I love this machine. This is like their flagship, the K8. Then they also have this, as I mentioned, they have other products. So they have something called MGuard, which is an EMF protection. I have it here because I sit so much in front of the computer. I have nearly always my phone next to me. And when I go in the car, I have the GPS very often on. Yeah. So and even the LED lights gives these microwaves. We don't even know because we can't see it again. We can't see it. So we're just like, yeah, I'm fine. People that are sensitive for this, they can really feel it. So MGod really helps it harmonize these harmful frequencies, which is amazing. I used it last time when I flight from Finland to Australia, and it was the first time I didn't have a jet lag, even if I didn't nearly sleep at all. So because the plane is like crazy how much radiation. Just imagine you have a screen behind your back and in front, and yeah, it's crazy. Anyhow, then we have a Nespa, which is this amazing shower filter, which is more than a filter because our skin is our largest organ. So it's actually your skin is like everything you put on the skin, it actually breathes in with your skin. So if you have chlorine in the water, you actually get that into your body. And also, yeah, when you're breathing. And also there's heavy metals as well in the when we shower, all this more or less comes in when we do the shower after shower after shower. So this filter doesn't only eliminate a lot of these harmful things, it also had these amazing mineral stones that really gives this, yeah, it's amazing what it does for people that have eczema and these kind of health problems. Some of them, they can really feel the difference just from one shower and they started to see results. And I can really feel the difference when I go in a normal shower and not like my hair. I mean, I don't need to use conditioner anymore because I don't have this like the chlorine that dries out my hair. It's amazing. And then this company also thinks a lot about to increase the inflammation in our body. So not only the water does that, but this Ukon is a very powerful turmeric extract that I could talk a lot about as well. Um, that really make a big difference in people's lives as well. Yeah, so I'm just going to show you a short video of the M-God here. That's the harmonizer. This is my friend's Tesla. And the Tesla, you get cooked in the Tesla. And here she have the radiation detector. Now the M-God is in, and it's zero radiation in the car. And she protect her whole family because of this. And now she unplug it, and look, it goes up to so high levels. And people don't know this, that they sitting in the car. I mean, this is a Tesla, it's even more radiation, but also in our normal cars or whatever, you know. So yeah, so even if you sit, you know, on a train or a bus, guess all the phones that are there, guess all the radiation, how that affect our bodies. And we do this over and over again. So yes, what is this? Now we have talked about the health benefits, and I could talk forever about this, but we're going to go into the financial health. How does this solution contribute to our financial health? So, shortly, we are matching a solution to the problem that people have. So, if you would go Google or search, like the most Google questions right now are, how do I create an extra income? Or how do I improve my health and well-being? So this is something people really, really need and want. So we just, we would just give a solution to people's problem, and you connect them this solution. You connect them with this solution, and then they buy the products and become a distributor, and you get paid a commission from the company Enagic. So I just shortly gonna show you a little bit how this commission structure and what you can get paid. And this is just examples. Here we have euros. So if we take the water ionizer as example, the smallest amount you start with that you get paid is 285 euros. That's the smallest you start with. Then it just increases all the time. So you can, for example, sell a combination. I sold a combination the other day. But if you, for example, would sell a combination of different products to someone, they buy a couple of products, you can earn up to, when you come to a certain level, you can earn up to 5,000 over 5,000 euros for just selling to one person or one family, which is amazing. We can just look at the Australian numbers here also, just to, you know, for the Australian people. So yeah, the smallest for the water technology is 400. That's where we start. And then, you know, we can do, it's all this we can earn just from one cell to one person. So up to over 7,000 Australian dollars. So yes, we can actually fast track to 100K, 100K euros, 100K Australian through go in and buy this quad ourselves. I bought this quad. I bought these 4 products. And then when I sell these products, this combination, we call it a quad, then we can start to fast track our way up to 100K. So here is just example. I have put in euros here and then Australian here. But first of all, you earn back. If you buy this combination to yourself, you will earn back because you kind of sell to yourself the first sale you do. So you get immediately either 780 euros back or 656 Australian dollars. So that's, the first. Then if you sell this combination of 4 products to 5 other people or families, which happens all the time that people do, you will earn in euro over 14,000 euro. That's pretty crazy. Just after, 5 sales to someone else. In Australian dollar is 15,000, over 15,000, nearly 16,000 Australian dollars. And then the next is like the next 6 sales you do in this combination, the quad combination, you earn 20,000, over 20,000 euros. And in Australian commissions is over 45,000. And then here is the way to get to 100K. You earn another 7 sales, then you get to 100K in euros, or another 10 sales, you earn 100K Australian dollars in commissions. So yeah, so in total, if you just do 21 sales of this combination, you have come to 100K. And the beautiful part is you don't always have to do those sales yourself either, because we work in a team, so we help each other. And there's more information about that I don't gonna go into now. But I just want to say that this generational wealth that I've been talking about is like, what is it? It's, yeah, you can really get into this when you really go in for this and like feel like, okay, this is what I want to do and I want to help people and I committed and I just gonna do, I'm gonna implement, and you come up to a certain number, when you have helped a lot of people, you get rewarded by this company. It's called like educational bonus because you have stepped up. So you get not only a bonus, 25,000 bonus to just come up to a certain levels here, you get bonuses all the time when you come to certain levels, but then you also here, this is a circle here, and there's a reason why it's circle here is that you will get 5,000, this is US dollar for the rest of your life every month, which is pretty special. Like, which company do you know that you can get that for the rest of your life? So there's a lot of potential here. It's a lot of potential here. And yeah, more and more, I see more and more people coming to this place, which is amazing. So there's so much potential in this to partner with this company. And I just want to also say something because sometimes people hear it's like, oh, I don't know, is this real? Is it ethical? Is it, what is this? Please ask questions because there's a lot of people that have a lot of opinions that don't know what this is about. And then they base it on something they have heard of someone, and it's not based on this, the reality here. So, some people also say like, okay, I have heard about MLM, or I've been in MLM, like multi-level marketing, and yeah, it's not for me, or I heard someone, it didn't go well and whatever. First of all, I want to say this is an entrepreneurship, where the person committed. were they implementing? Or if it was you, you know, was it the right? Did you believe in the products? So all these things, it's so important to take in consideration. Then another thing that is very important to know is that we have a lot of people from other, that come from other companies that have partnered with other companies, and they felt there was too much hassle, and they come to this and partner with this company, and they're like, oh my God, this is so much more easier than I have ever experienced in a job, or in this other company I was partnered with. So I just want to say there's a big difference with the traditional MLM and this leverage income model that we use. So a traditional MLM, multi-level marketing, when you have like a product and you sell it, it's oftentimes low ticket. So you will not earn all these big commissions as I just explained here. So you have to work, you have to sell to so many people to come up to some kind of income that is decent. Here we have high ticket, it's called, versus the low ticket. That is different, as I have explained. You don't have to sell to that many people. And then in the other traditional MLM is that you have to perform, you have to um, all the time maybe buy yourself stuff and keep on doing these things. Otherwise, you lose your rank, you lose a lot of things. Here, you don't have to do that. The only thing you can do forever, you just buy your machine and that's it. And you never lose something. So it's very, very different. Also, something I want to say is that you can out earn the people that came in before you, because that's a big misunderstanding. People is like they think that it's someone in the top and they sit and just, earning a lot of the others people forever. And this is not the way we work in this company. It's a totally different model. It's an unique patent model, actually. So, this is very important to go into details about this. So, yeah, there's not any fees you have to pay or anything like that, that it can be in many other companies or that you partner with. So, shortly, how does this solution contribute to our mental health? I'm gonna go through this very fast, but it gives us time flexibility, location flexibility, and to building a sustainable income. So if you feel like, I struggle with money, yes, that's why a lot of people are coming to this, because they feel that they always struggle with money. And this is a way to come out from that negative cycle. And as we see, there's people that started and they didn't have anything. They were solution focused and they find a way and they were committed. So you don't have to reinvent the wheel. So you maybe feel like I'm not good at tech, and that's totally okay. You know, Here you don't have to build everything yourself as we have to do in a normal entrepreneurship. And we have so much automation in place in our platforms, and the company provides us with that and so on. A lot of people think like, oh, I have to become someone else to do this, or it's a certain kind of people that actually succeed in this. I'm not one of them. I can tell you, I have seen all kinds of people from all kinds of countries, backgrounds, skill set, experience, not skill set, not experience. Is like, everything from 18 years old to 70 years old, women, men, a lot of women in the 50s and above are like rocking it. Women that don't have an, they don't have an know how social media worked at all before they came into this. So this all about you and your, willingness to learn. And here we have platforms where we have ongoing growth and learning. Um, and we're learning from the best. That's the amazing thing for the people that have gone before us, and there's so many different ways to do this. And you can do this just by being you. You also get automatically mentorship. When you come in here with me, you get me as your first mentor, but then I have a lot of mentors and we have a lot of mentors. And we also collaborate, so you don't have to feel you have to do this alone. Um, like, for example, I have collaborate with so many people to do these kind of master classes or webinars and so on. And then we have amazing events all around the world. I have in Sweden, I have been in the Canary Islands, in Estonia, in Australia, in Japan. It's like, yeah, where we meet, and it's not this boring business meetings. It's like, it feels like kind of, if you have ever been to personal growth events, that's what's happened there. Yeah. What does this do for our spiritual health? So we have, when we do this enough, we will have more time to be. So many people's like, I don't have time. And this is a way to create more time. But of course, you have to put in time first. And this also gives you the freedom to follow your purpose. Because the more money you have, the more time you have more time for your purpose. And also energy for your missions. Better health gives you the strength to live your purpose fully and longer in life. Also, many people say they get more clear intuition about this because it actually detox our body. And this, yeah, it's actually not there, but yeah, in the many tradition, it's like third eye or the pineal gland. It's actually clears that detoxify that, and that actually open up our channel more to the spiritual realm. So, true wealth is vitality. Like that goes beyond money. And we can make a bigger impact here to help other people rise. So, this is a beautiful opportunity for our spiritual growth. So, shortly, how do we do this? We have the platform, the academy that helps us with this, that have, even sales team that can take sales calls for us. We have, when you come in here, you know exactly what to do from day one. It's like step-by-step journey. So how we work as a freedom entrepreneur is that we use social media, education, automation, and the duplication. So we call in the people that are interested. We use something that called attraction marketing. They watch a masterclass like this, and you don't have to do the masterclass. I have used a lot of masterclass that, I haven't done. I have collaborate with other people doing masterclasses. Then the person book a call, and if it's a yes, they invest in their product, and then they get their distributor ID, which means they get the business. And then they get into the platform and can launch their business. So I just want you to feel into, where do you want to be in 5 years from now? Just really feel into that. And yeah, in order to get your time, money, and or help back, you must be willing to invest both time and money. That's the thing. Because if you are not changing your situation right now, you are choosing your situation. It's always a choice. And I want to say this is not for everyone. It's really for people here that resonates with this vision and want to really commit to their dreams. Because that's when we can get this to work and we can love this and we, yeah, we understand what we need to do. So it doesn't matter again what you have, what your background is. Yeah, we have all kind of people's walks of life. What matter is your commitment to your dreams. So if this feels aligned, let's explore if this is a fit. So what to do? You start with a discovery process in the academy. So I'm gonna send you a link here, and you just I'm gonna yeah. You can let me know if you want the link. You step inside the academy, and there you're gonna see how this work, how our platform work, and it's completely free for 10 days. And here you're gonna do a discovery process to really see if this is a fit for you. Um, you're gonna explore how this would work for you. So you receive a coaching process to get crystal clear on what you desire and what you're claiming for your life, um, and income to move forward. And you also book a free 45-minute call with an expert that can support you with all questions you have. So you can ask all kinds of questions there. I have some bonus, fast action bonus for the ones of you that get into discovery process and book your call with these experts within 24 hours from when you have seen this. And if you would feel that this is a fit, you will receive this amazing mentorship that we have now. It's coming live with our top mentors that gonna be the coming weeks and mentor you. It's an amazing opportunities. This is people that really have come so far, and are top leaders. And you also get a fast action bonus number 2, an especially close mentorship with me. I said before you're gonna have me as a mentor, but I'm gonna pour in even more time for you if you book your call within 24 hours from when you have seen this. And when you feel this is a fit and want to invest, you will get this mentorship from me. So, yes, just feel into where do you want to be from 5 years from now, because your whole life can shift from this decision you make today, and nothing changes if nothing changes. So that's very important to really sit with and feel into. If you have been struggling with certain things around what we are talking about right now in this today, then yeah, it's important to take that serious and make that shift. And here we have a beautiful solution that, of course, gonna requires work from you, but there's so much support from you. And I'm here for you as well in this. You're not doing this alone. So thank you for, I'm gonna just stop sharing. Thank you so much for, really taking this time. We went quite long. Um, but I felt there's so much more to share. And when you go into the platform, you will get to know even more what this is about and how things works. So yes, jump into there, let me know. And yeah, I will get you the link. We can keep in touch after this. So see you and take so much care. Much love and thank you for these 2 days.